Second part for the transmission clutch upgrade, and before I show you the clutches, I brought here two brand new clutches that's not been soaked in transmission fluid, just to see the color. All the clutches here, I wipe it with just a rag, like this, alright, to remove the oil, because with the oil on it, it looks even worse than it is, alright. And I'm gonna show you also how it looks like one soaked clutch, healthy, that doesn't have any problem, how it's supposed to be the color, and how there are these clutches. Alright, let's start with the BR because it's in front of me. Alright, let's see this. Like I said, I didn't mix it up. This is exactly how I remove it. Fine, by any means. This, what you see, it's acceptable, it's good, there is no problem. What's the problem with this, with the clutches usually? They're coming apart with the years. Alright, in these clutches it's not the case, if I remember right. Later on we're gonna see. You see also the Mercedes number here, the logo. Alright, it is a little bit more dark because this been soaked in transmission oil, that's why. It was running in transmission oil. And it's perfect fine, there's nothing problem with that, there's no problem whatsoever. The BR is not suffering. I haven't seen any of the BR clutches to have any issue, any problem. This is the last one, that's why it looks like that. There is no problem in stepping on this. Alright, so like I said, it's not suffering the BR. Let me put it aside and then continue with the rest. 1 second. Continue with the B2. B2 here, alright, that's the clutches. Also the B2, it's not suffering. It's very rare to see any problem with the B2 clutches. Alright, again, there is nothing wrong. It's just been soaked in transmission fluid, that's why it's dark. You can see the numbers, the Mercedes logo. It's fine. Just want to see, because in one I think it was coming apart here, where's the joint, not on the specific one. Also on the metallic discs you don't see any overheat, any mark or something. It looks nice, there is no problem at all. You're changing these clutches because a clutch upgrade, and except of this you're talking about an old clutches. You're not talking about it's been soaked inside the transmission fluid for a long time. And by the way, that's what I forget to mention, it's important. 1 second with these guys. Alright, now it's much more better since since the start. Keep in mind that the clutch that you see and the transmission that you see, it's on a CLS 63 4matic with a turbo upgrade, with a downpipe, full exhaust I think, or downpipe only, colder intake with a water methanol, and it's tuned. It's by far not stock, alright? So don't think that what you see here, it can happen in a stock application. With a normal driving, it's not happening. It comes apart the clutches because of the years, because of the age, or the temperatures, but not burnt. So I finish with the BR, B2, and then we are going to the B1. Alright, because it's next to me. Yeah, I'm gonna walk my way back. Alright, sometimes you see some problems here, not on this one if I remember right. We're gonna see that again. It's not suffering. The piston, it's very difficult to go bad. It's a big seal. Okay, I'm opening it, I'm checking it, but it's very difficult to go bad. And I'm stopping there. So yeah, we have the Mercedes logo here, the numbers here, and you see some signs like this, that the clutches, they're coming apart. You see some discoloration here from the middle. I don't know if you can see from the camera, through the camera, sorry. You see that inside it's more bright, outside it's a little bit more dark. If you are asking me, it's the right time to change the clutches, to put upgrade clutches or to put the stock clutches, depends what its owner need. Okay, in this case it doesn't make any sense to put the stock clutches since the car is tuned and it's by far it's not stock. Alright, so you see somewhere some discoloration, some clutches, not something crazy. Alright, it's not in terrible condition, it's good, it's okay, but it's also a good chance to change the clutches, like I said. Let's move on, just a second. Let's continue to the K1. And on the K1 you see the same thing. You see some discoloration in the middle. It's more bright as far as you're going out, it's more dark. Again, it's not bad, it's gonna work fine, it won't gonna slip. That's what I'm talking about. There are some of them that they're coming apart. And I remember in one was, yeah, no worries. This is not something crazy, what you see here. I mean, for a stock application, what I have shown you up to now, there's not gonna be any problem. For a stock application, it's gonna be fine, till now. Let's go to the K3, it's the next one. Alright, K3 usually it's suffering, especially on a tuned application. Even on a non-tuned application, it's suffering the K3 if you're pushing hard, but no, all this time I'm doing it like that, so why I changed the order now, right? And the K3, you can see that the Mercedes logo and the letters start disappearing, and you see the black outside. Here you can see much more than the rest. It's much more dark outside and much more bright inwards. Alright, same thing. Same story. Yep, same story with the K3. Once again, up to now, on a bone stock application, it's gonna be fine. On a tuned application, it won't gonna be fine, especially the K3. If it starts slipping, like I said, it cannot go back. It cannot be fixed by itself. It's gonna always going worse and worse and worse. And in some cases, I have upstairs drums that they have overheat and they have changed the shape, you know, and you cannot use it anymore. Now, the turn of the K2, okay? Let's see the K2. K2 also is suffering. And you're gonna see it now. But the K2, it's not good, even not only for a stock application, for nothing. K2 clutches are gone. Fortunately, it didn't overheat the drum, it didn't overheat the K2 to deform. Because I have upstairs at least two of the K2 that it became completely black and you cannot even insert a clutch inside. You can see some signs from the back of the clutch, how it looks like. And let's don't waste so much time, don't make it a huge video. You see the condition of the clutches. Alright. Once again, it's not for a tuned application, and the specific one is not even for a stock application. Alright, and let's see also the B3. B3, it's the last one. B3, nice and bright. That's what I'm saying, that's what I'm talking about, that it comes apart. And I saw it also on another clutch. This one. This how it was, even before I wipe it, this how it was exactly. Alright, so this set of clutches, what you see, for a stock application it's fine. There's no problem at all. Now, yeah, now, let's open these are stock clutches. Yeah, you can see the Mercedes. Okay, let's don't mix it up because I want to take out the upgrade clutches. Alright, the clearance on the K3 and on the K2, right? Yes, it was much more. And another one, I think. I measured it before I remove it. There's no problem about that. Forget about that. But K3, K2, they're suffering, that's for sure. Especially on the tune application, it's not gonna be correct. It's not gonna be right. Let me take out the. Let's see what parts I have currently. Right? Yeah. Let's see what parts I have currently, and take out the clutches, the upgrade clutches. Give me a second, please. All right. I move the parts over there. What we have here, I have the oil pan seal and the transmission filter. All right. And here I have the kit for the transmission, the seals. Let's open it to see what has inside before I go to the clutches. All right. What we have: seals, O-rings for the drums. Okay. This is supposed to be the seal for the 4matic, the front one. This for the output shaft, and this is supposed to be for the oil pump. Has a rotation, has the Mercedes logo on it. Amazing, beautiful, excellent. The washer, this is for the gear selector. Excellent, good, good. And there is another oil pan seal. So we have to remove from the bill the other seal for the oil pan that I have behind with the filter. No need, we're gonna keep it for our stock. Now, because it's not the time right now for the seals, actually we're gonna be in a while, yay. Let's put it back in the box. Let's go to the clutches. By the way, sorry. Some seals, let us say, example, the output shift seal, here, this seal, it's not leaking, there was not any leak. But this seal, it's 8 years old. Imagine, let us say, we're gonna close everything, and next year we're gonna start crying, we're gonna start leaking from the seal. And then, okay, this seal, it's easy to change it. What about the seal for the oil pump? It looks nice, it's soft, it's not leaking, but now it's everything out. And it's not costing anything to change the seal. I believe it makes sense. And we're talking about rubber. This need to go back to the office because no need. Like I said, has the kit inside. And then there is also the seal, this front seal. Alright, that's for the drive shaft. That again, we're talking about rubbers. We're talking about seals. And all this what you see here is at least 8 years old. It's a good thing to change it to don't have any headache from this point of view. Let's continue now. Now, the upgrade clutches. I don't remember if I mentioned before, this is covering all the applications. There are more clutches inside that you need. And we did that, so don't have any headache. You don't need, let us say, different clutches for the 4matic, different for the rear wheel drive, different for a E300 example. 7.2.9 is gonna cover you in everything, and it's been tested, and there is no problem whatsoever with these clutches. It's been tested up to 1600 Newton meters of torque at the engine. All right. Let me take it out and then we're gonna show you on the video how it looks like. Yeah. And that's the clutches in a row. When I'm installing these clutches, I'm not afraid about the clutches. I'm afraid about the output shaft, about the planetary gear, I'm afraid about the MCT, I'm afraid about this. The last thing what I'm thinking is the clutches. Like I said, it's been tested, they're not suffering. I'm happy with that, so we're not going back, you know, and opening transmissions for no reason. Now what? Now let me continue with the drums, changing the seals since I have it. Yeah. Next video tomorrow. I'm gonna soak the new clutches in the fluid. I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna leave it all night. There's no worries. And tomorrow we're gonna start putting it together. First I'm gonna do it, first of the seals, obviously, and then the rest. And standing by for the planetary gear, for the output shaft, and because I don't know when they're gonna bring it to me, and if they were gonna bring it to me, wrapping it with nylon, all the parts to be okay. I need to change the seals here, I need to change also a couple of seals from the other side, I need to change this seal, I need to change this seal. You see, it's nice, but it's good chance to change it now to don't have any headache. Also for the solenoids, also the middle one. I have also a couple of seals on stock, just in case if, let us say, it's missing something from the kit. I like that I put a nylon to don't come the fluid out, and all the fluid's there. Splendid. Yeah, over and out. That's the second part. Third part tomorrow.